What?
It's not your fault, Shigure. It's just a super handsome guy confessed to me. Sorry. Nice to meet you. I'm Hyoma's older sister. My brother's always talking about you.
I'm a regular office worker named Shigure Fuyugiri, and today's my 29th birthday. It's currently 1 a.m., and I'm still on the phone, struggling against an overwhelming wave of sleepiness. Shigure, your sleepy voice is really cute. What are you even saying? If you think that, then maybe you should let your cute senior get some sleep. The person on the other end of the call isn't my girlfriend, but my junior colleague, Hyoma Kamuri. With a smooth voice, he whispers to me, harboring what seems to be an intense level of affection. Just to be clear, we are not in that kind of relationship. I work at the Japan Love Koi Industries branch office. 4 years ago, I was assigned as Hyoma's mentor when he joined the company. Shigure, about this. Oh, that's written on page 39 of the manual I gave you yesterday. Want to go over it together while you study? That was how it was, but a year ago, I was sent on a long-term assignment to the US branch. I just returned to Japan recently. It's been a year since I last worked with Hyoma, and his attachment to me has escalated even further. Ugh, so sleepy. After ending the call with Hyoma at 2 a.m., I was running on little sleep. At 6 a.m., my phone rang again, waking me up.
Shigure? Sorry for calling so early. Are you free right now?
The caller was Moe Fuyumine, my girlfriend, who's 2 years younger than me. We started dating a year ago through a mutual friend. Yeah, I'm good. What's up? Are you outside? I could hear voices and the wind through the phone, making it clear she wasn't at home.
Yeah. There's something I need to tell you. Let's break up.
What? Let me remind you, today is my 29th birthday. She had promised we would celebrate together, yet here she was dumping me.
It's not your fault, Shigure. It's just a super handsome guy confessed to me. Sorry.
She kept rambling about her new romance, completely oblivious to my silence. Hey, Moe, do you know what today is?
Huh? Today? Oh, it's the anniversary of my new love.
I knew it. Not once has she said happy birthday. Got it. Well, be happy. Ridiculous. A woman who spends the night with another man on her boyfriend's birthday, and myself for expecting her to celebrate with me. It's all so ridiculous. Well, I guess it's inevitable. We started dating, and then I left for a long-term assignment. Huh? Who's messaging me? Just as I was about to go back to sleep, the message alerts kept coming non-stop. Shigure, happy birthday! I respect you, have a great year. Or better yet, let me make it great for you. Hyoma's rapid-fire messages kept coming in real time. The energy is overwhelming. Haha, you're acting like you're my boyfriend. I already heard this last night. He celebrated me before I slept, and even after I woke up, he was still at it. And apparently, that still wasn't enough. Hey, Hyoma, I get it, so stop, thanks. Shigure, did something happen? Hyoma instantly sensed something was off, so I told him what had just happened. Oh, haha, I literally just got dumped. What? Meanwhile, at that exact moment, Fuyumine.
Ugh, what's his deal? He should be more heartbroken. Don't you think so? Hey, you didn't make a move on me at all yesterday, but now that you're single, you don't have to hold back anymore, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's important to make things clear. She desperately pressed herself against the super handsome guy, trying to appear more desirable. The two of them disappeared into the crowd of the hotel district. 30 minutes after my call with Hyoma, I was summoned to his apartment, which was in the same building as mine. Shigure, happy birthday! Thanks, Hyoma. Who's this?
Nice to meet you. I'm Hyoma's older sister. My brother's always talking about you.
The woman laughing was Yuki Kamuri, Hyoma's sister, 3 years older than him. This was our first meeting. Hyoma's place was decorated for a birthday celebration, with extravagant food and even a birthday cake. Hyoma, what's all this? I didn't take that long to get here. After our call last night, I stayed up all night celebrating your birthday. No way, there's even a shrine dedicated to me. This is some hardcore fan-level devotion.
Not much of a difference, right? He called me over just to have someone to celebrate with.
Apparently, Hyoma had thrown himself a birthday party for me while I was asleep. Still, I can't believe you got dumped, Shigure. She had zero taste. Well, we started dating through a mutual friend, and there was still a lot we didn't know about each other. In that sense, maybe it was mutual.
But her reason? Because a super handsome guy confessed? That's just ridiculous.
Right? Hyoma, calm down. After a while, Hyoma lost control and ended up passing out. Shigure, I'll make you happy.
Ugh, jeez. Sorry, Shigure. My brother's always causing you trouble, huh?
Not at all. I know I shouldn't say this in front of his sister, but he's kind of adorable. When Hyoma first joined, I was his mentor, and he really put in the effort. I appreciated that. I spoke about my thoughts on Hyoma, and Yuki smiled gently.
I see. I'm really glad you think that way about him.
She had been watching me intently, but now her gaze turned to Hyoma, full of warmth.
I know I'm his sister, but Hyoma's objectively good-looking, right? Ever since we were kids, people have always focused on his looks, for better or worse. Because of that, he's had his share of frustrations. But you actually see him for who he is, Shigure.
Apparently, Hyoma had spent the entire night talking about me to Yuki, celebrating my birthday.
I heard about it. You protected Hyoma from people swarming him just because of his looks.
When he first joined, Hyoma became the center of attention at the office. Everyone called him a prince, and women were fighting over him. Even the guys tried to drag him into mixers just to boost their chances with beautiful women. Hey you guys, Hyoma's trying to learn his job, so stop distracting him with irrelevant nonsense. Hearing my words, the others finally reflected on their actions and apologized. The pointless commotion died down. I agree that Hyoma is handsome, I won't argue with that, but he has more to him than just his looks. He has this unwavering dedication to his work, though at the office he comes across as cool and hard to read. That quiet, burning passion for his job is just as strong as his appearance. It's one of his greatest strengths. Wait, why am I even saying this to Yuki, who knows him better than I do? Realizing how ridiculous I sounded, I awkwardly laughed to cover my embarrassment. Yuki chuckled and placed her hand over mine.
Thank you. Really. I'm so glad I got to meet you today and celebrate together.
Yuki, no, I should be the one thanking you. Because of you two, I had a great birthday.
Yeah. By the way, I made that cake myself. Believe it or not, I'm pretty good at baking. I made way too much, so there's still plenty in the fridge. Why don't we keep talking and eat some more? Come on. We should get to know each other better while Hyoma's still asleep. I'm totally getting a head start.
She laughed cheerfully and raised her glass for another toast. I found myself captivated by her energy. Well, wait, Hyoma, my stomach is about to burst. Too bad. This is your punishment for spending the whole time chatting and eating with my sister without me. It was 4 p.m. Hyoma had finally recovered from passing out, and now he was dragging me to a shopping mall. While Yuki and I were chatting, we somehow managed to eat through 80% of the massive feast she had prepared. By the end of it, we had our arms around each other, singing. That's how close we had gotten.
Well, Hyoma, calm down. Just because I got along with your sister doesn't mean you have to be so jealous.
Shut up, you idiot sister. Stop calling him by his first name. Shigure is mine.
You really love him, don't you? Oh, I know. If you love him that much, why don't I help you out? If I marry Shigure, that would make you his brother-in-law.
That's not a bad idea. Both of you, calm down. After that, Hyoma tried to buy me an absurd amount of gifts, so I had to stop him. Seriously, Hyoma. He actually planned to blow his entire winter bonus on my birthday. Instead, I suggested we go to the arcade. We play like crazy, making up for the things we couldn't do as students. Come to think of it, I got dumped today. But thanks to Hyoma and Yuki, I had so much fun that I completely forgot about it. As I waited at the station for them to return from the restroom, that's when it happened.
Huh? Shigure? What are you doing here?
Standing before me was Moefiu Mine, now my ex. I had the worst luck running into her on the day she dumped me. The man beside her was probably the super handsome guy she mentioned this morning. And yeah, he was definitely good looking.
That plushie. Did you go to an arcade by yourself or something? Were you really that sad after I dumped you?
She looked at me with pity. She was the one who dumped me, and yet she had the nerve to make that face. You make it sound like I'm some pathetic guy. Is that guilt talking?
No, that's not it. Oh, let me introduce you. This is my new boyfriend. Isn't he amazing? So you don't have to worry about me anymore?
I was never worried about you. Also, hitting up your ex while you're on a date? That's not a great look.
What? You must be happy to see me, right? You don't have to act all tough.
Moe, I agree with him. I wouldn't be thrilled if my girlfriend went out of her way to talk to her ex.
Sorry, Rento. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not like I still have feelings for him or anything. It's just that he really loved me, so ignoring him would have been cruel.
You could have just left him alone. There's nothing you can do for him now.
That's...
Right? You feel the same way, don't you? I locked eyes with the man named Rento. I couldn't read his intentions, but what he said was entirely correct. Yeah, there's nothing I want from her, and there's nothing she can do for me. If anything, the only thing I'd ask is that she never talks to me again. Haha, you heard him. Shouldn't you at least grant him his last request? Then suddenly, Moe shifts gears. She turns to Rento and tries to make him agree with her.
Yeah, I agree. He's already heartbroken. The least we can do is hear his final wish. Hey, Shigure. We started dating because our friends introduced us. But honestly, I only saw it as a trial run. I mean, come on. There are tons of guys out there who are better than you. Hotter than you. I thought you were handsome, but there's a whole world out there.
She had never once mentioned it was a trial run, but at this point, I didn't even care anymore. What a selfish woman you are. Hyoma returns, his face calm, but his eyes filled with anger.
Wow, he's so hot. But he looks kind of familiar. Do you know him, Shigure? He's insanely handsome.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What exactly do you know about me?
Huh? What do I know? I mean, you're good looking, so I gave you a compliment.
That doesn't make me happy at all. So what? You only care about looks?
That's not what I meant. But they say a person's character shows in their face, right? I don't get why I'm being scolded for giving a compliment.
That's an awfully narrow-minded view. How small is the world you live in? Also, personality and facial features aren't the same thing. When you make up excuses like that, you just sound stupid. Shigure is someone who's both handsome inside and out. But there are plenty of good-looking people with ugly personalities, like me. You're just shallow, just admit it. Moe's lips quiver as Hyoma's cold words leave her speechless. Rento, who had been silent, suddenly steps closer to Hyoma. You're not wrong. She chose me because she's shallow.
Hey!
You know the saying, only if you're handsome? If you're good looking, people let you get away with a lot. The world is cruel like that.
She's the kind of person who can forgive anything as long as the guy is handsome. Isn't that right, Moe?
I don't fault her for liking good-looking guys, but if she lacks morals, that's another story. I see your point. So she'd forgive anything from a handsome guy, huh?
Exactly. Even if I dumped her for a supermodel, she'd be fine with it.
That's not true. You love me, don't you?
I told you, I was just curious to see how easily you'd fall for my looks and sweet words. I thought that kind of gullibility was kind of cute.
What?
Am I imagining things, or do you have quite the personality? I was starting to lose track of whether her new boyfriend was on her side or not. I stood there dumbfounded.
Oh, was that a compliment? Thanks. I really don't understand what kind of nerve she had to dump you.
Even if your taste in women is bad, at least you seem to have a good eye for men. Well, Shigure is getting promoted to her company's US branch next year. Over there, the president's son and the top-performing branch manager are an unbeatable duo. They've been outperforming the main Japan branch for a while now. And the person they keep calling back to work with them is none other than Shigure. Just like Hyoma said, I was officially transferred to the US branch after my last business trip. Before I even had the chance to tell Moe, she had already dumped me.
No way. Shigure, you're actually that amazing?
He didn't have any connections. He got that position through sheer effort and perseverance. Really, you dumped one hell of a guy. Why do you sound so proud of that? Of course, I'd rather have people recognize Shigure's worth than mine. Seeing how Hyoma believes in me, I decided to simply appreciate it.
Man, you really are impressive. Moe, you seriously have no idea what you lost.
What? Sorry. The bathroom line was super long. Wait, huh? What's with this weird tension?
Yuki hurried back, only to freeze at the sight of all of us. Yuki, honestly, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Most likely, this couple was about to have a full-blown fight. I needed to get out of here fast.
Nice to meet you. You're his acquaintance too? You're absolutely gorgeous.
What?
Sorry. I've just never met a woman as beautiful as you before. How about we grab dinner sometime?
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Get away from Yuki. Shigure's sharp glare makes Rento blink in surprise.
Wait, I'm standing right here. Why are you hitting on another woman?
Huh? What's wrong? I mean, isn't this exactly what you did? Oh, right. I forgot to say this. I found an incredibly gorgeous woman, so my bad.
What?
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing hitting on my sister? You trying to run the plan? Did I hear that right? Did Hyoma just say the plan?
Oops, my bad. But come on, isn't it fair? Letting her experience the same thing?
Well, I guess you have a point. The two of them started whispering to each other. For some reason, it sent a chill down my spine, so I chose to block them out.
Hey, Shigure, you were so cool when you stood up for that woman earlier. So, maybe you can forgive me. I think I actually like you more after all.
She was trying to smooth things over and pass it off as a momentarily lapse in judgment, but... Sorry, I have no intention of getting back together with you. From now on, you're bound to meet countless guys who are cooler than me. I can't keep up with you constantly jumping from one to the next. With that, I finally turn away, heading toward the platform.
Shigure, you heartbreaker. Yuki's totally falling for you now.
What? What are you talking about, Yuki? If you ever come near Shigure again, well, I won't be responsible for what happens. Goodbye, forever. Hyoma's parting words seemed to finally click in Moe's mind. A year ago, Moe had run into Hyoma at the apartment complex where we both lived. She immediately lit up.
Hey, do you live here? Wow, you're insanely handsome. Can we talk for a bit?
When Hyoma saw Moe stepping out of my apartment, he realized she was my girlfriend. This woman is Shigure's girlfriend? Hyoma had known her true nature all along. From that moment on, he must have been scheming. Now that she understood everything, Moe shivered and collapsed where she stood. So, let's fast forward a bit. That same day, Moe was dumped by her new boyfriend.
That handsome guy asked me to get close to you. He knew you'd been hitting on guys behind his back. He just couldn't forgive you for it.
What? You confessed to me just to trick me? That's so cruel.
Girl, you're both guilty of the same thing. To be honest, I don't really care whose side I'm on. But when I saw how much Hyoma valued Shigure, I guess I got a little caught up in it.
Hyoma had spent my time overseas carefully setting everything up to separate Moe from me. He tracked her social circles, found a guy she'd be into, and sent him her way.
Hey, did you hear? Moe was hitting on guys while she had a boyfriend. Ugh, disgusting. She's cute, but that's just nasty.
She lost all her friends at once, and eventually, she was forced to quit her job. Even after everything, she hadn't changed. She kept chasing after good-looking men, but none of them lasted longer than 3 days before dumping her.
Why? Why is this happening to me? Shigure, help me!
I had no idea who was pulling the strings behind all of this, but it was none of my business anymore. As for the friend who introduced me to her, they later apologized and remained on good terms.
Shigure, I can't wait to experience America together.
The next year, Yuki, who now worked as a freelancer, decided to come with me to the US. Now she's my beloved fiancé.
Shigure, I'll work my ass off to get to the US branch. Wait for me.
Yeah, I know you can do it, Hyoma. I'll be waiting. Some people fall for looks, some fall for personality. There's no wrong answer, but maybe the real key is having the ability to see someone from multiple angles.
Soji, thank you for everything back then.
3 years later, Hyoma made it to the US branch, just as he said he would. And without my knowledge, he had drinks with Soji, the company's president's son.
Your advice helped me save Shigure from that awful woman.
Hyoma had received guidance from the notoriously cunning Soji, making it unclear just how much of the plan was orchestrated. If there was ever someone you wouldn't want as an enemy, it would be guys like them.
Hello, Brittany here. Well, that was a fun, revenge-filled episode, wasn't it? I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.